And here are some stories in brief. We begin with INEC on Taraba, preparations for the polls ahead of the general elections there. The Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, they have assured electorates in the state of their resolve to deliver a free, fair, credible and peaceful electioneering process in the state. Well, this is according to the state's resident electoral commissioner, Baba Abba, during a state-level stakeholders meeting held at the banquet hall of the Taraba Motel Jalingo. According to him, politics is not a do-or-die affair, hence the need for politicians to conduct their campaign activities in an orderly manner and with decorum, also order and peaceful on election days. Over in Katsina, the governor, Aminu Masari of the state, he has driven his re-election campaign to Kafur, his hometown, and Malufashi Local Government Council, all in Katsina South. Well, this is part of efforts to round up the one-third of the campaign separated into 3 senatorial zones of Funtua, Daura and Katsina Central, respectively. The governor promises to leave a good name and capital legacy for the people living in his hometown. And the People's Democratic Party in Sokoto State, they flagged off their campaign. The incumbent governor, Aminu Tambuwal, alongside former governor Tahiru Bafarawa, led the supporters, hundreds of them who turned out en masse to show their support from the candidates in the race ahead of the February elections. The governor is confident of victory next month. The governor there, Mr. Samuel Otom, he has urged the people of Sankara to vote for sustainable peace, increased investment in agriculture, rural development, water and sanitation for the overall interest of the state. He made this call while addressing electorates in Logo and Ukum Local Council, listing the construction of several public primary schools, water, sanitation, primary healthcare centres, and a 67-kilometre road as part of his first-term project in that axis. Let's move on now, and this is ahead of the February 16, 2019 presidential election. The chairman of the Central Working Committee of the Women and Youth Presidential Campaign Team for President Buhari, Brigadier General Buba Marwa, has allayed fears of the supporters of the party of any crack in the Presidential Campaign Council. While addressing a news conference in Abuja, he says the establishment of the Women and Youth Presidential Campaign Team, headed by the wife of Mr. President, Mrs. Aisha Buhari, is an innovation aimed at ensuring the re-election of President Buhari.
It is definitely a new addition to the political lexicon in Nigeria for 2 presidential campaign organizations from the same platform to run side by side. This is innovative, imaginative, and strategic, and will enhance the potency of the campaign as a whole. The singular objective of the campaign is the victory and re-election of President Muhammadu Buhari and Vice President Osinbajo for a second term on the 16th of February 2019. I want to make it very clear that there is absolutely no conflict or clash in the functioning of both organizations. The PCC and the WNYPC team are fully coordinated and synchronized in our operations, including strategies. As I've said before, we are both operating in harmony and on the same page. The fact that both organizations are respectively headed by the President himself for the PCC and the other by his wife is sufficient to allay fears of any conflict or competition. Both organizations remain complementary.
Only yesterday, the PDP presidential campaign was in Minna, the Niger state capital, and the party's next stop is Nasarawa state. The presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party, Atiku Abubakar, believes the administration of President Muhammadu Buhari has been unable to address the issue of security because it has failed to providing jobs. He said this at the campaign. Well, let's hear from our correspondent, Lanre Lasisi, who has been monitoring the activities and covering the PDP presidential campaign for us. Lanre, what's happening on the PDP camp?
Well, Millicent, it's been an interesting couple of days. The presidential campaign team of the People's Democratic Party has been trying to, move around, touch states and places they had not been able to get to towards the end of last year. And this week alone, the team was in Kogi State. Yesterday, they were in Minna. And today, they're going to move to Nasarawa State to continue the campaign trail, to continue pushing forward their message of trying to make, or according to them, get Nigeria working again, which is the slogan of this campaign. Wherever they've gone, they've tried to get people to understand that they will address the issue of unemployment, they will address the issue of security, and will get people jobs. That is the message they're pushing across. The issue of is your life better now than it was before? And this is the message. They keep, changing or tweaking it as regards each state. When they were in Kogi, they spoke about the Ajaokuta steel complex and how they will get it working again and all they will do. But just as I said, the message is we'll get Nigeria working, will address security, will address the issue of jobs, and everything will happen as you want it to if they are voted into power.
Many thanks, Larry. We'll be keeping in touch. But most politicians in Nigeria, they have perhaps been in an opposing political party before the present ones they are in. And the situation is, what is predominant in the supposed big parties? And the question put to the Director General of the PDP presidential campaign, Dr. Bukola Saraki, is the fact that some of them who now oppose the APC and the Buhari campaign were in that camp in 2015. And here is his response.
Some of you were in the APC and now in the PDP.
Yeah.
It's just from the same blood, but different faces. That's what people are thinking.
It's at the end of the day, we're not sitting as a president. At the end of the day, the leadership drives the process, right? At the end of the day, for some of us, we met in 2015. Go and look at my statement. I said to Nigerians when we campaigned, I said, if we do not as APC deliver on a better economy and in poverty, create jobs and provide security, vote us out. I said that in 2014.
Did you make a wrong call about the person of Buhari when all of you decided about him in 2015?
Based on this, he has not made the promises we kept. We went to Nigerians. I can't stand and take a position and not let Nigerians know we made a promise. I stood as an individual and told Nigerians on a platform that if we do not create more jobs, if we do not secure the country, and if we do not ensure that we reduce the poverty in the country, vote us out. We have not done that, Sheon. I can't defend that record.
Can you defend Atiku now?
I can defend Atiku because I believe, as I said, he was.
And you not regret your decision like you're regretting now about Buhari?
We have a better chance with Atiku.
I was speaking on a one-on-one interview with our political correspondent, Sheon Okimaloye. Well, the National Orientation Agency, NOA, they're saying about 3 million invalid and void votes were recorded during the 2015 presidential elections, which by far outnumbered the difference between the vote of the winner and the runner-up in the presidential election. The Director General of the agency, Garba Abari, disclosed this in Owerri, the Imo State capital, at the national flag-off of the nationwide sensitization campaign to tackle the incidence of voided votes in the 2019 general elections. Hope you've been served on Lunchtime Politics. Many thanks for watching. I'm Millicent Nwaka. I'll see you soon.